So we had a little bit of an eventful week fantasy wise. Trey beat me in fantasy week one. You know, he kind of came in at the end, had a crazy Josh Allen game. You know, my guys weren't focused. They weren't focused. You know, in their head, they knew this game against Trey was a rivalry to start week one. They were not mentally prepared for that, you know, to be thrust into a rivalry immediately. They didn't step up to the call, you know, so we're going to regroup. And by the next time we play Trey, I think we'll have things put together in order. I think that, you know, my running back core need to make some adjustments there. I left Cam Scatabo on the bench. Bad idea. Bad idea from my.
I mean, he didn't score any
end.
points, but still from a morale perspective,
still bad. Just from a morale standpoint, just bad. You know, Lamar Jackson, I benched because he was questionable all week. I got fucked there. You know, he was questionable. I put in Jalen Hurts. So, and Anthony, you and Sam had a fucking showdown. You guys scored a shit ton of points.
The winner of y'all's game. How about that? Can we hear from the winner?
Yeah, I don't think we're really that concerned.
Here's the thing, though, is like you made it sound like it was like some type of come from behind victory, but I was pretty much. No, it wasn't. I just didn't have my like highest scoring player playing until the end of the game. But I mean, I beat you, Blake. I beat you by 23 points, bud.
Yeah, I mean, but I was projected to win the majority of the week until Sunday Night Football
started getting played.
Yeah. Until Sunday Night Football.
Did it help that Josh Allen scored 38.76 points in probably one of the best NFL games I've ever seen in the regular season? Yeah, that helped.
Exactly.
God, Josh Allen's awesome.
He's crazy.
The game last night was great too. Just a great NFL weekend, other than the Dolphins.
Yeah, true.
It was a good game.
How'd the Saints do?
Saints had a chance, dude. They had a chance. They were down by 7 in fourth quarter, under 2 minutes to go. Questionable time management somewhat by Kellen Moore. We'll see. He gets a pass right now. But basically they're driving to tie the game, and Spencer Rattler makes 2 throws on second and third down that are either going to put them at the 1 or score to tie it. And then fourth down throws it out of the end zone. So it didn't really have a chance. But I'm open-minded about this season and how it's going to look for the Saints. So, I mean, overall, a solid game, just couldn't make the plays they needed to make. So we'll see what happens. But regarding my fantasy, I was down by...
how did your team do?
So I was down by 40 going into Sunday night game with Derrick Henry, right?
So was Trey.
Maybe it wasn't 40. Maybe it was 30.
No, I wasn't.
But I was watching the game intensely thinking, all right, if Derrick goes off, there's a shot to win or to get close, you know? And he got up to like 20-something points, and then that fumble at the end really stopped everything. Because I imagine if he gets that first down, doesn't fumble it, ends up with a touchdown, maybe a 20-yard touchdown. It's a really close ball game, but my opponent had the most points of the week, so that's what happens.
He fucking snapped, and he texted me. He was like, "Dude, Anthony," or no, we were like doing. He came over to watch football, and or maybe we were on Discord or something. He was like, dude, I was projected like 70-30 over Anthony, and then he made it like an actual game. Like, it was really fucking close going into the end.
Week one is a kind of trial to see how these offenses are going to look too. You know, I mean, like who's going to be all reliable or who's going to not get their touches when they need it. But it was a great weekend of football, I'd say.
Yeah, not Xavier Worthy, who got me 0 points.
Yeah, about to say, did he even play?
He's out for a while now, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to have to
he's hurt.
Swap that out.
Make some trades. Before we move on from fantasy talk, I do want to call out 2 really just amazing team names. From Sam, we have Help Me Step Burrow, which is excellent.
So good.
Excellent. And then for Rob has one. His is Neighbors Think I'm Selling Dope, like Malik Neighbors from the Giants, like the J. Cole song. Wanted to call that
Very
out.
Good.
Nice. And then everyone else is just fine. But, well, Paranoid Androids is fun. But, you know, anyway.
It's basic. All right, well,
so
ladies and gentlemen.
Win the league, and that's a foregone conclusion.
Welcome back. It's Totally Biased Music. It's Blake, Trey, and Anthony. Today, we are reviewing Weezer by Weezer, the 1990 something. I think it's 1994 maybe, because I landed on 90s alternative for my category. And then we are reviewing Free Solo, which is a Trey movie pick. What category did you land on, Trey, to get that?
Documentary.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to say something I've never said before. I would completely support doing an impromptu album review of any other album that is not this album. If you guys want to do that, if you guys want to pick a different album to do that we've all listened to, you can stop me at any point and we can do that, because let me tell you, I am going to impose a 1 week self ban from the podcast for putting us through this.
I'm weeks in a row, Blake.
I'm skipping.
Dude.
I'm skipping next week as a self. This is horrible. Like, this is one of the worst albums I think I have ever listened to. All due respect, of course, to Weezer, but let me take you through my thought process.
I mean, not really.
Yeah, let me know how you landed here, because 90s alternative it's like the biggest category.
It's so broad, right? But like, Weezer does, I was telling Trey this, like, Weezer has a place in the zeitgeist. Like, people love Weezer. They're very popular. They are a well-known name, right? If you say Weezer, people know Weezer. So I thought, like, there's legs behind this. There's a reason that they have this kind of clout. And boy, was I ever wrong. Holy shit. And so that's what I went into it like thinking I was going to like something from it. But yeah, once we get into these tops and bottoms, you're going to see it is pretty lopsided. So sorry in advance if anybody likes Weezer and they thought this was going to be a productive, positive conversation. Maybe from Anthony and Trey. It's not going to be from my end. I'll fucking tell you that much. Trey, what did you think of your listen of Weezer by Weezer? And also, what happened is they're so bad that now other things about them are pissing me off. Why do they have 5 albums named Weezer? What is that?
It's like the thing.
They're on.
Anyway, Trey, how did you feel?
And they love it.
You know, I'm actually going to pass the ball over to Anthony really quick, because I feel like he's got something to say, and then I'll come back to me. Let's come back.
Okay.
To me.
All right. Well,
yeah.
So this is my initial reaction. All right. So I know of Weezer. I don't listen to a lot of Weezer, and I didn't listen to a lot of Weezer in the past either. So when I gave you 90s alternative, really what I was kind of leaning towards is Blind Melon, or even stereotypical top 90s albums that would be considered alternative, right? I mean, Matchbox 20, Candlebox, Hootie, even. I mean, like that kind of vein. There's a lot to go into. Goo Goo Dolls is a big one. But so when you picked Weezer, I was like, that name didn't even register with the genre in my mind. And then I started looking through, trying to find this album, and I found like a 2006. And I was about to give you the business of like, is this even a 90s album? But then y'all got me on the Blue album. But so listening through this, there's
not y'all. There's no y'all in this. Let's be very
Trey nailed down that it is the Blue album, which thank you a lot for that, because it saved me from swallowing my pride after laying out into Blake. Yeah, but so I mean, there's like 4 or 5 songs on this album that I had known in the past, and in reality, those were the ones that I would not listen to on the radio or change to the station or whatever. But I mean, when I'll go into top tracks, I'll tell you some memories I have with some of these songs. But I mean, overall, I listened to it twice. It's just not my genre of music that I listen to by choice. I see the place for this. The place for this music is live. You know, it's kind of has this Brit punk kind of vibe to it. And like, I think if you're in the building surrounded by people, it's going to affect you, I think, in a positive way versus just turning around and walking out. But because they have a lot of energy to their music, but it's just not energy that I willingly go into regularly. But not a terrible time listening to it, but I had a feeling it was going to go in this kind of direction, but Trey's got me on the hook to know what he feels about it.
So the reason I wanted you to go first is this. I wanted to see how far you will take your relentless positivity.
Okay.
Because that's what this album is a test of, is how can you take something that's so, and I'm sorry, Miles Bubbett, you braised me up as someone, you know, Miles was my next door neighbor. He's the one who actually like got me into music. He loves Weezer. He does. And so like, this hurts me. And I know he's not a listener to this podcast. Thank God. And if anyone ever tells him that we recorded this, I'll attack you, physically. But what a steaming pile of dog shit this band is, and this album, and I just want to see, like, can Anthony be nice about that? Because I know in his heart, I know in his heart
He hates
that he feels this way, that he knows how shitty it is. But like, how could the energy live? The energy live is fucking put me to bed. Go somewhere else. I'll just sit and wait it out in the bathroom.
Walk out the door. I get it.
I walk out the door. This is terrible. I will say It Ain't So. I remember playing that on Guitar Hero. It's got a little nostalgia factor for me. Yep. Also, the band that I tried to put together, even though I didn't know how to play an instrument, in early college with Ryan Braswell and his brother from Gobbler's Knob. We were going to cover Say It Ain't So. That was a thing.
Cool.
Yeah. So, like, there's that. But other than that...
that's Trey's positive.
Trey, would you say
come from the album?
Could you say that Weezer is like the perfect band to perform a talent show routine too, and like it be kind of comical, kind of musical, but like people will accept it as like he's trying?
I don't. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that makes sense. This would be perfect for like My Name Is Jonas is a perfect talent show album. And like, what is the point of these guys? And also, like, people love this. Like, this isn't like this isn't people love this shit. Like, and I don't understand it at all.
Their bio on Spotify is just keeping it wheezy. That's all it says.
That's kind of funny.
It's man, it's gonna be I have a feeling the music portion of this is gonna be quick, for this episode. But we got a new segment coming up. We got a movie to talk about, so it's not a big deal.
I wrote a song on piano, so I'm gonna play that for the new segment.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
very cool. Is it a rendition of Say It Ain't So?
It's as good as anything on this album.
Yeah, right.
Okay, well, let's get into top tracks. Anthony, you could lead us off. Start us off with some positivity.
Yeah, come on.
Well, number 3, Say It Ain't So. I mean, I don't dislike this song. That's how I'm going to frame that. I mean, it showcases a little bit more guitar work, I think, and a little more like less erratic sound movements. I mean, it's more smoother of their tracks. But so, like I said, don't dislike that one. So it's number 3. Number 2 is a surprise track for me. I had not heard this song before listening to this album, but it's The World Has Turned and Left Me Here. Maybe I've heard it in passing because the rhythm of the song feels familiar to me. But again, don't dislike that track. And it was a...
Hey, sorry, I got to step away for just a second.
Okay.
No worries.
Well, Trey is not going to hear my top track. Which has a lot of nostalgia factor for me too. Also with Guitar Hero, but it's My Name Is Jonas. I think it might have been Guitar Hero 3. Do some research real quick. Guitar Hero 3 would be my guess, but that was probably the first time I heard a Weezer song, not on the radio, not in a forced setting, in a more challenging.
Yeah, Guitar Hero 3. Guitar Hero 3, yeah.
So that might have been the only Guitar Hero that I even owned. But I dug that song. I wish that, The World Has Turned, the end of that song is really bringing it back to this mellow guitar kind of settling feel. I feel if you ever go back and listen, or if listeners ever want to dive in, play The World Has Turned and then play My Name Is Jonas after that. And I think that blend is perfect because it's like The World Has Turned is really kind of settling, but then it builds up into My Name Is Jonas, and that song has a lot of energy. But yeah, that's going to be my top track is My Name Is Jonas. No honorable mentions for me here. I mean, I like the style of Surf Wax America, but I don't like the song. I like them going in that direction, but not how they did it. Just try again.
Yeah.
Try again, Weezer.
Yeah.
Maybe put out another album. Maybe that's what they did. They just were like, fuck it, 94, no good. We got to try again, 2000, whatever. Put it out.
Didn't work out.
They won't know. They won't know the difference.
Yeah, throw it at the wall till it sticks. Okay, out of respect for the fact that I put us through this and I want to abide by the rules, I did pick a top song, one. I have no others, and unfortunately, it is Say It Ain't So. But here's the problem is like, I have the nostalgia factor too. I did not try to start a band, and I was not going to play this, but there is some nostalgia there, and there's a reason it's a popular song, but even listening to it now, I'm like, this isn't a good song. like this is not good music. Like this is tolerable music, but it is not good. So I have Say It Ain't So, and I don't have anything else. I'm sorry, guys. I wish I could give you something, but I can't.
I think that we should put a new rule into place after this week's experience, where you as the picker can go back and say, listen, I fucked up. And
okay. We need to pivot.
And we need to pivot like we're Ross and Friends.
Yeah.
So Wafer, no, you can't get on that.
What do you call it in golf when you fuck up and you have to
mulligan?
Yeah,
so we'll
call it the mulligan rule.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'll be good. I agree with that.
I want to leave that off. I got 2 top songs. One that I actually don't like. I can listen to it. It's tolerable. Is Undone, the Sweater song. Do I hate the name of it? Yeah, I do. I do hate that. But the riff isn't that bad. The guitar's kind of like a little almost, I don't want to say heavy because it's not. It's a bunch of nerd music. No offense, nerds, including myself. But there's a nice little guitar solo riff situation going on there around the middle of the song. It's kind of cool. And then my second and final top song is Only in Dreams because it's the last song and signifies that I don't have to listen to this anymore.
Yep.
But
That's
also,
fair.
I'm just going to jump right into my bottom tracks. My number 3 bottom track is Only in Dreams because it's 8 minutes long. And yeah, it's just not a very good song in general. Number 2 of bottom tracks is going to be Buddy Holly. How is this a hit? How?
I think these songs get ingrained because we were forced to listen to it, on the radio.
That's 100%.
Who made that choice? It's not like these guys are marketable in any way. I don't understand this.
The 90s,
I don't know.
Man, the 90s were different.
Yeah, true.
I guess. But people were happy.
Just
in the
latching
90s.
onto anything.
The economy was
point.
great. You kind of do whatever you wanted to do for the most part. Cops didn't carry AR-15s and walk down the street. It was chilling back then.
I mean, and this might have been the first.
You had one more, right?
Was getting head in the Oval Office. It was a vibe. You know what I mean?
It was a great time.
Yeah,
it really was.
Time.
The 90s were a great.
Economy was excellent. You could just go to work and make $70K a year for doing nothing.
Is that not the most prime, the most indicative, moment to describe how great the 90s were was that the president was getting topped off in the Oval Office. That's how you know we had reached our peak as a society.
I think that's
right there.
I think that's probably been happening since since the first Oval Office was built. Somebody's like, yo, we're gonna fuck in here for sure.
Actually, yeah, that makes sense. That's why it's the shape of an oval. Because first off, it's the shape of a sperm cell. Second off, no corners. No corners for people to come around. You can sit in the end. You can see the whole room.
Yeah. True, very true.
Oval Office.
It's geometry.
Do you have one more bottom song, Trey?
Sorry.
He's imagining
in the garage. In the garage might be the worst thing I've ever listened to.
All right, that's fair.
It's bad. So yeah, those are my 3.
Yeah, what is this harmonica at the beginning? What's
weird.
happening here? You're trying to my bottom songs are the rest of this album. My bottom songs are everything that is not Say It Ain't So. That's what I have. Anthony, what do you got?
All right, so I'll just start. Number 3, Holiday. It's just too much. I don't know what they're trying. I don't know what these songs are about, except for my number 1 bottom track, which I'll get to in a sec. But number 2, I have Buddy Holly. I mean, it's Camp Fest. This is weird music, but again, it does ingrain itself. I think just rhythmically, it's fun to say weird shit in a rhythm, but I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Number 1 bottom track for me is No One Else. I was gonna take the angle of the way he's talking about his girlfriend only wanting to laugh for himself, very weird angle to take on a relationship. Does not jive with me at all. And it's a shitty song. So No One Else is my worst track on this album.
All right.
Yeah.
Just wait. It is about to get, if you guys think it was bad already, before we get into our ratings, wait until you hear this. Rolling Stone, does anybody want to take a guess out of 5?
They give it a 4, and I think Pitchfork's
Blue
a
album.
9.
So I'll say, you're setting it up to be high, so I'll say 4. but I'm thinking
they gave it
4.5.
they gave it a 4.
Okay.
And Pitchfork, I don't even want you guys to guess this, gave it a 10 out of 10.
Wow.
Pitchfork believes this is a perfect album.
Wow.
Filled with, quote, geeky humor, dense cultural references, and positively gargantuan hooks, took alt-rock in a striking new direction. Bad. Took it in a bad direction. It set us back 10 years musically. I blame Weezer for that shit.
Yeah.
Quite frankly.
I'm trying to think what Weezer spawned. You know, would you say Weezer spawned like Green Day-like music? You know, or is that coming from a different source, right?
No, they spawned nothing but despair and pain.
Who did the song Stacy's Mom?
Isn't that Bowling for Soup?
No. Bowling for Soup's not that bad.
World?
Don't.
Fountains of Wayne.
I was just about to say I think it was Fountains of Youth, but yeah.
Damn, what a banger of a song! Thank you for reminding me that.
You ever seen Eurotrip? You know that song's from Eurotrip.
Yeah.
Well, that song's from the music video that we all used to watch as fucking 12-year-olds.
The song that I'm thinking of is Scotty Doesn't Know.
Yeah. That one.
Scotty doesn't know the Fiona me do it in my van every Sunday.
Better song than these 10, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Scotty doesn't know
for sure
because he doesn't.
Fountains of Wayne.
But they're in this kind of weird.
All right, that was quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys have for ratings? We're not done yet, Trey. We can milk about 2 more minutes out of this. Trey, what do you got?
I give it a 2 just because I don't want to give it a 1 because I don't know, someone likes it.
Okay, Anthony.
I was giving it a 5. Kind of right down the middle. I had 3 songs that I put dots by, 2 question marks, and the rest are X's. So
Trey cannot believe you right now. He literally cannot believe you.
Yeah,
he's stunned into silence.
Frozen.
0 and 2s are that Justice album, you know, that I'm literally struggling to get through. This one I didn't struggle as bad.
Here we go.
Anthony, drop the Justice thing.
Yeah, honestly, my rating is a 0.
0.
This is the worst album we've ever reviewed ever, and we have reviewed. What is this? We're on episode like 105 now. Like we reviewed 105 albums. Is it?
112, I think. Yeah, it's 112.
112. We reviewed 112 albums. This is literally the worst one we have ever reviewed, and like I am so. But here's the thing. At least, are you guys at least a little bit relieved that I didn't pick this album and then come on here and be like, this is one of my favorite albums. I really wanted you guys to listen to it. Wouldn't that have been hard for you to
we never would have believed you.
I was, yeah. I mean, I would have
done 112 episodes. We kind of got your taste down just a little bit.
Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair. Okay, well, that was Weezer by Weezer, the Blue Album. Don't go listen to it if you get a chance. Let's get into Rides or Dies. Anthony, you lead us off.
So, well, first, before I go into Rides or Dies, I'm going to say how proud I am to see. I don't know if I saw this from Trey, but I saw it from Blake sharing songs from Drugstore Heaven in his stories. I'm still reeling off of that experience a couple weeks ago. So I'm glad that is in rotation.
And I hope that somebody, I hope somebody saw it and listened to it. Because here's the thing, there's a common consensus, like it's a running joke of like, stop posting music on your Instagram stories, like no one cares. But the thing is like people will post it and like I go listen to it if it's people I like and respect. So I hope that somebody listened to that Drugstore Heaven song and enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Because that song fucking rocks.
Mm-hmm. I listen to stuff people post all the time. If it's someone whose opinion I respect, absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Huh. Okay, so into my Rides or Dies. So reason why I brought this track for Rides or Dies is basically to talk about last weekend or a couple weekends ago. So I'm 9 days out of my last tipper set in Huntsville. So I brought Ever Decreasing Circles. Beautiful, beautiful song. And this was the second to last song of the last night that he played. So he played Ever Decreasing Circles in full into Sayonara as the closer of the weekend in Huntsville, and like talk about just being floored every night, up tempo night, down tempo night. They're calling Sunday a breakthrough set, like breaking through the veil and shit. And I agree with that assumption because it was not an ambient set and it wasn't just a down tempo set. It really took you places. So yeah, wanted to kind of just share my experience with that and also bring another tipper track to the podcast.
I gotta say, the little steel drum shit going on here in the beginning, that's gotta be what that is, right? A steel drum, something like that.
Yeah. It's like one of those kind of pedal hand things.
That shit is very fucking cool and sounds really sick. And I do, ambient down tempo-ish tipper, not really my cup of tea, which this is more down tempo, right? That's what you would call it. But I thought it was really cool. I thought it was super ethereal. Thought there's a right time and a place. I wish I would have heard it. So Amanda and I went up to Blackhawk Sunday night, but the sun was setting as we drove up to Blackhawk, and Blackhawk is in the mountains. Like, you have to drive through Golden, drive through, like, the road is cut into the mountains. So there's the river, there's the mountains, like all this shit. It would have been perfect to hear it at that moment when I was driving up through the mountains. So maybe next time I go back, I'll have it queued up, ready to go. But yeah, really enjoyed it. Got to give it a rides. I think I've given a lot of Tipper songs rides.
I wish you would
in the Rides or Die segment.
I wish you would give a Red Rocks Tipper show a rides and go see him fucking in 10 days.
We shall see.
Tickets are basically impossible to find. So
you live in Denver. Right. Just go.
Sorry, brother.
Just go there. No, sorry.
Trey.
Go to the show.
This is one of my favorite Tipper songs. Ever Decreasing Circles is absolutely magical. It's him at full tilt. Just the hand pans, like the slow panning that happens about halfway through the song. It's a song that I would even say I hold in reverence. So, Blake, you only have about another week and a half to listen to us talk about live Tipper shows, and then it's over forever.
Allegedly.
Nah, it's done.
Live, yes, but there's more
live.
There's more to come.
He's not going to live stream Anthony as much as you might.
Not even just that. Like, I'll share.
But we'll see. Anyway, definitely hard rides for me.
Very
hard
nice. Trey, what did you bring to the pod today?
I brought a song from Paul's Boutique by the Beastie Boys called "Shake Your Rump." The reason that I brought this song is because I was listening to this album and I was thinking about Rick Rubin, and I was like, this is pretty cool. And so I wanted to see how you guys felt about it. So, how'd you feel?
Beastie Boys fucks, and I love them. I love their aura. I love their sound. I love the energy behind Beastie Boys. Do you consider them a hip hop group? That's a question.
Yeah, of course.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I call them a hip hop group. It's like a weird rock hip hop thing they had going on. I don't know how to explain it, but good song, great song, rides. We've never done a Beastie Boys album. That's kind of crazy. We should definitely make that happen sometime soon.
We could do that.
Anthony, what did you think?
So I didn't know, was this whole album produced by Rick Rubin? Trey?
I don't know if it's this one or if it's Licensed to Ill.
Okay.
It might be Licensed to Ill, but that's I was just like thinking about Rick Rubin and then
gotcha.
The Beastie Boys thing.
Yeah, so my thing with the Beastie Boys is I think too much of them in like a sitting gets tiresome for me because it's like the way their voices sound, it's like they're all in the same room yelling and just like passing the mic. Like, it's very, I don't know how to describe it, but it's not like a direct sound like in a mic. It just feels like they're in a room and there's a mic above, and just the way that they're kind of using their vocals is very yelly to me. But I like this song, and I'd like the Beastie Boys. Like I said, just in too much, I get over it. But halfway through this song, it does a really interesting thing production wise, where it's like gets really spacey and grungy, and like, I don't know, I like it. So the song rides for me. I would be down to do a Beastie Boys album.
Hell yeah. I went a little off the wall here. I made you guys listen to something I know you haven't listened to before, and it is Castle by Halsey. And let me tell you something. I like Halsey's debut album. This is off of her debut album, Badlands, and I think there's a lot of bangers on this album. It is kind of my white girl music guilty pleasure. And there's a lot of bangers on that album. There's a song called New Americana that's really good. A little poppy, gets a little poppy, but I wanted to bring this song because the production is super like weird to me and cool and kind of heavy like bass synth stuff going on there. I don't really know how to explain it, but I love the production on it. So yeah, I really dig this song. What did you guys think of it? I mean, Trey, what did you think? I'm really interested to hear your take on this.
Yeah, I loved it. I ended up listening to most of the album while I was in the gym yesterday. A friend of mine who loves Pretty Lights and Tipper and things of that nature, Demi, if you know her, Anthony, she loves Halsey. Like, she actually will, like, she goes on Halsey tour even.
Nice.
So I texted her and I was like, yo, and I sent her New Americana. I was like, this song's awesome. Is it a little poppy? Sure, it's a little poppy, but it's fun. And
we take that sometimes.
It kind of reminds me a little bit of Lord, honestly. Like a little bit. Yeah, it's like a new age Lord type of situation. So yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Nice. Anthony?
Yeah, my first time I don't know any Halsey tracks, but I do have friends similar to Trey that like really like Halsey. Most of them happen to be girls, but that doesn't mean anything. I mean, this song, it's like, it is dark and weird and different. And the thing that I like about this song is it never got poppy. This song in particular stayed true to its kind of downbeat nature. Like, I was kind of crossing my fingers as it's going, like, please don't like switch to a quick upbeat pop tempo, and it didn't. So for that, and because Halsey is an actress in the movie Maxine, give it a rides. She gets a rides.
Hell yeah,
all rides
very
today,
nice,
fellas.
All rides today. Okay, so now we're going to talk Free Solo, which was a Trey movie pick. Trey, give us a little rundown of Free Solo before we talk about it.
Yeah, so I picked Free Solo because weekend before we recorded last time, I'd gone to Yosemite, and I'd seen El Capitan, and I was like, there's no fucking way that someone did that. And I'd never seen Free Solo, but I knew about Alex Honnold, and I was like, there's no way. Like, that's not. And so then I watched the documentary when we got home. It was like the first thing we did, basically, after we got unpacked. And it was just it blew my mind that someone did that. Like, you know, obviously seeing it on the screen was like more like fear inducing, because like, I don't know about y'all, but when it showed him climbing at the end, I was like kind of freaking out.
Oh yeah.
I was like, this is just and like the way they film it's really, really cool. The way they filmed the entire documentary is pretty cool. I could do a little without the, you know, girlfriend piece, to be honest with you. Like, I don't really care that you don't care about anyone in your life. Like, that's kind of cool, I guess. But like, it shows how, first off, I think that guy's like certifiably insane. He's a crazy person. And he shouldn't be allowed to live among normal society. He has no fear. Yeah. He's a man. He's Daredevil, basically. Like, but in human, like remember where they scanned his brain and he had like no amygdala or whatever. Yeah. So he shouldn't be allowed around. But yeah, I thought it was really cool. I thought y'all would think it was really cool. And I like to climb a little bit, but I'll never do anything like that. Obviously, I don't even want to get on a real rock. I like to stay in the gym.
I have to say, so I started it today, and I remembered that I had seen it, and the reason I remembered it, now this is not indicative of my opinion of the movie, but I remember so vividly how much I couldn't stand this guy. Like, he annoys the shit out of me. Like, I just don't like his attitude. And I know it's like, look, he's probably a little autistic, you know, which is not a bad thing, right? Like, you could tell that there's social cues that aren't there, and like, he's just obnoxious. He reminds me of that kid that was like really smart in high school that was like randomly would be like, you know, the earth is 70% water, and it's like, I don't fucking care, actually. So that was kind of the vibe he gave off. But I will say, the documentary is fucking sick. The climbing at the end, I told Amanda, I was like, I was watching, I was like, my fucking hands are sweating when he's climbing, because the way you can hear him like breathing, and like when he's stuck in these crevices and shit, like, it's so anxiety inducing, and it's so cool that it's real life. And like, you know, I think it's a very cat butthole. I think it's a very cool movie. I think it's very well done. So yeah, not a big fan of him, but I'm glad you picked it. I'm glad I rewatched it. I think it's the whole climbing aspect. All those guys are super interesting. It's really cool to me. So yeah, it was enjoyable. You surprised I don't like him?
Yeah.
Why? You just said that like he was kind of annoying and that he shouldn't be around human beings.
I said he's a sociopath.
Yeah, that's annoying to me.
Well, like, so here's my thoughts on Alex Honnold's like personality. Is like, one, how do you have a real conversation with someone who's about to do something life-threatening without thinking you might affect their subconscious? You know, because like, he knows he could die. He knows all the dangers, but like it's hard to be that friend and not bring it up just for the sake of bringing it up. You know, Tommy Caldwell, the other climber in this movie, he's incredible in his own right. And there's a story about him where he was captured and brought to the top of a mountain and pushes his captors off of. He wrote a book, I think it's called The Push. It's phenomenal, a crazy thrill ride of a story. And he has a film called The Dawn Wall, where similar approach, like he's trying to scale this wall, but The Dawn Wall is worth watching too. But there's a part in this movie where Alex is reciting every single pitch and what to do and where to grab, like verbatim off the top of his head. And that type of brain is just different. And I don't think it's like socially applicable in a lot of scenarios like y'all's brains or my brain might be. I mean, he's driven to do this thing, and he really doesn't care what's in his way, whether it's a relationship or whatever. But I mean, he's a remarkable person to be able to accomplish this. But yeah, I could see how he's dry. He's very dry.
Yeah. And I don't like that, like she drops him at one point, but there's another moment where he's just climbing and he like fucks up his foot, and he's like, man, never had any issues, started dating somebody, now I'm having a bunch of issues.
So part. He like really doesn't like that girl. Yeah. He's like, I've never ever gotten hurt before, and then all of a sudden I get a girlfriend, and then I get hurt. So like that's going to prevent me from achieving my ultimate goal, just climbing a really, really tall cliff.
I was like, okay, man. But yeah, I honestly want to watch more of those. I mean, Nat Geo has a ton of documentaries and shit of climbing and other intense shit on Disney Plus. So I would like to go back and watch some more of it for sure. But
we should mention too, I just had to research this, right? So if that is the same girl from the film, I believe, they're now married and have 2 children. Kids. Yeah, so like happily ever after story there. But like, it's hard to watch.
Leave those kids for a wall the moment he gets a chance.
Oh, shit.
Is he still climbing? Do you know?
Surely.
I would assume
he is.
No way. Probably not free solo like he was.
Yeah.
Trey, I'm also glad you called the mountain El Capitan and not El Cap. I feel like that is reserved for folks who fucking have climbed it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or like they're doing stuff on it. Like, no, I can't call it that. I'm with you there. Yeah. I have to call it by its government name.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, really quick, one more topic on here is like, first off, I've been listening to a podcast. He was on Huberman Lab, and he's talking about it's like sometimes being strapped in to ropes is actually more dangerous than free soloing, because like you'll try something that you know you might not make, and then you can fall from that, and then you just fall anyway and die. So like free soloing is dangerous, but it's not like the end all be all. Second off, there's no way that your guy can't, like, he's got to still be climbing. Got to still be climbing. Anyway, we can transition off now.
Do you have terrible threads takes for us?
No, I figured we'd replace it with our new segment.
Oh, okay. I didn't know we were replacing it, but that's fine. Well, before we get into the new segment, we'll debut the new segment last. We are going to do the Wheel of Fate and Time. So let me share a screen.
Trey, I was curious about your shirt. Is this a new Auburn National Championship shirt you have on? I can't see.
No, I just haven't worn it.
Okay. Gotcha.
Trey's playing us his new song.
I just haven't worn it in a while because Auburn hasn't been very good for a long time, and I'm fully an Auburn bandwagon fan. I'm only a fan when they're good, and I don't care about that. But we look pretty good the last couple weeks, so I busted it out. It's my dad's shirt. It's pretty big on me, I'm not gonna lie, but it's comfy.
Are you gonna play your song for us, Trey?
No, the song's for the new segment.
For your segment.
Oh, okay. So we're doing the Wheel of Fate and Time. So Trey's album pick and Anthony's movie pick. Oh, I have a movie here. Okay, album. So Trey's categories are Rolling Stone, an album that Rolling Stone has rated a 5. An album that is listed 1 through 100 on Rolling Stone's top 500. Album Pitchfork rated below a 2. Album Pitchfork rated above a 9, or Spinner's Choice. Are we ready?
Yeah, but I'm not going to do the below a 2 one. So if it lands on that, spin again.
Okay, I don't think you can make up rules like that, but whatever. Let's give it a spin.
Sorry, we can't do another bat. We can't do another shitty album. It was very difficult to research. That's why I'm not doing it. What is this one? Rolling Stone Ray.
Okay, Rolling Stone rated 5.
Okay. So what Rolling Stone rated a 5? I'm gonna go with Asia by Steely Dan.
Okay.
We've never done
Asia
that, right?
by Steely Dan. Okay, nice.
Yeah,
I like it.
that's what I'm thinking.
All right, Anthony, you have movies, and your categories are a movie from the New York Times Top 100 of the 21st century, a Netflix documentary, a gambling movie, a football movie, or Spinner's Choice. Are you ready?
Roll it.
Here we go. Ooh, Spinner's Choice. What do you got for us?
Okay, well, I'm going to turn Spinner's Choice into y'all's choice because there's all these movies I would love to rewatch or watch, but so I want to give you 2 choices, okay? My New York Top 100 film is going to be number 21. The film is not 21, the gambling movie, but that's not even the top 100. But Children of Men. Have y'all seen Children of Men? Either of you?
I have not.
Trey?
I also have not, but I think I've heard of it. It's
That's
book, right?
Big star next to that one. So that one or the Woodstock 99 documentary on Netflix.
Ooh.
I'll give you both because they're both juicy and both going to bring up good conversation. But the Woodstock doc is a 3-part, 35-minute per episode thing. So it's about an hour and a half.
Is this movie Children of Men from 2006?
Yes. Clive Owen is in it.
Yeah.
It's a wild concept.
I'm going to go Children of Men, not Woodstock 99.
Okay.
All right, I'll go Children of Men too.
All right. So we'll do
Sweet.
it. It's a great movie, and I think y'all are going to be like, damn, how have I not watched this before? But it's fucking good. So that'll be a good one.
Okay. So we're debuting a new segment. I'm going to leave my screen up because I have an important graphic to show. Now, we are doing what we are calling Blake's certified. What did I call it?
Blake Poljacek stamp of ass.
Yeah, the Blake Poljacek stamp of ass. Now, what this could be is it could be an athlete, a team, a movie, an album. It could be anything, right? Anything that is super ass this week or within these 2 weeks of recording. So, Trey, do you want to debut the song now?
Yeah, I'm just kind of going to improv it. But first we're going to go with a little bit of a C major chord here. I'm learning how to play piano, by the way. It's a big deal for me.
That was beautiful. C.
Blake Poljacek, stamp of ass. That's it. That's all we got.
Beautiful. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this week's certified Blake Poljacek stamp of ass is the Miami Dolphins, baby.
Man, I hate it, but you're right.
The Miami Dolphins were certifiably fucking ass cheeks this week. 8 points they put up. They lost 33-8 to the Indianapolis Colts. Just a terrible performance. They're dead in the water. We have any hope Dolphins fans had ripped right out from the get-go. So this week Miami Dolphins and Tua Tagovailoa, you have earned Blake Poljacek certified stamp of ass.
This is a good segment.
Trey, now, but what changes, Trey? How do they remove this stamp of ass off their ass? Like, what do they got to do?
Stamp of ass off their ass.
Got to get rid of the coach.
Yeah, I think McDaniel's still the guy, but he's got to fall out of love with Tua. He's got to break up with Tua. Tua is not there. Yeah,
I think Tua should have retired a couple years ago. Man.
Well, yeah, and the thing about Tua that was making Tua great when he was great for those 2 years, was his quick decision making, his really fast arm. But he doesn't have the quick his head's he's fucked. The fact that you even still let him suit up to go on the football field.
What I'm talking.
The fact that his parents and his wife haven't been like, stop or we're not gonna, imagine if that was Blake, I would have been like, well, you were dumb before, but now you're really dumb. Like we can't let you go out there, bud. I mean, seriously, all jokes aside,
and I would take that seriously.
I feel bad for that man. And who loves a sport or a hobby or whatever so much that you're willing to you get hit in your head all the time. Like that guy gets one more concussion and he's actually going to be mush. It's fucking crazy to me that the trainers let him play.
Yeah, it's insane. It's insane that the NFL, like, with all their publicly known like issues and how much they fight CTE investigations and science and research and how much they try to sweep it under the rug, like that they would continue to let this happen and not do anything. I don't know how much power they have. I mean, clearly not enough, but the whole thing is weird. It's very weird to me.
It's very strange.
That's the only word for it.
I mean, I just dread the day that we get a documentary in 10 years about legitimately what we're talking about. You know, I mean, Tua clearly, I mean, he tensed. I mean, all the symptoms are there. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what it takes for someone to go, you got to stop.
I think we're going to see him die on the field. I think we're going to see it happen. Yeah.
I mean, it's a very likely possibility.
But like, it feels like that is an option.
Does he wear the marshmallow helmet?
Nope.
Tua?
No. Refuses to. Actively is like, no, and people are like, why not? And he's like, because I don't want to. And it's like, dude, you're fucking dumb. Like, especially when more players are. I saw it like 7 or 8 times this weekend. Like, especially linemen wear it all the time.
Yeah, they make college players practice in them.
Good.
The NCAA makes college players practice in them. So I don't like. Clearly, they think it helps. So I don't know what his. You know, he doesn't want to look stupid, I guess, but like you're gonna sound and look stupid in a couple of years if you keep it up. So I mean, I don't know what the trade off is there.
Yeah.
Oh man.
We hope he doesn't die, though. Let's put that on right. We hope he doesn't.
Yeah, same.
Well, of course. I hope that I'm super wrong. He comes back, he wins the MVP this year, then we win a Super Bowl. That's what I hope. You know,
true.
It's not gonna happen.
Might have something to it.
I will end the Blake Plastic stamp of ass segment if the Dolphins win the Super Bowl. We will end the segment.
Wow.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, sorry it was a quick one. Sorry to Weezer and all Weezer fans. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
If you're a Weezer fan and you listen to this, please tell us why. Just reach out and let us explain it to us because we don't understand.
We'll bring you on the pod. You know, I was going to give them the stamp of ass, but I felt like it was overkill. I felt like it was too much.
Just rude.
You did good. You did good.
All right, guys, was a blast. We'll see everybody next time, guys.
Peace.
I'll talk to you. Oh yeah, and by the way, I'm expecting. I was expecting one today. Guess not that important. I turned 30 tomorrow, so I was expecting a poem from Trey, something to that degree.
I thought about it, but it's not your birthday yet. And as we like to do, I'm not going to tell you happy birthday early. It seems a little much.
That's
so
fair.
You'll get it next week. You'll get it next
All
time.
right, sweet. All right, see you guys. Bye, everybody.
Peace.